Who decided to call us black and white? When I look at my skin, I don't see black, I see brown. Brown, like the color of sand, a brilliant tan that needs no sun. Brown, like the mahogany tree bark grounded in the summer whose green leaves make the transition into fall. Who decided to call us black and white? When I look at my wife, I don't see white, I see brown. Just a lighter shade than mine. Brown is the cinnamon that colors her iris. Brown are the arms that wrap around me during a bronze sunset. Brown are the layered bricks of our home's foundation. Who decided to call us black and white? When I look at all of you, I see shades of brown. A sea of one color, ripples of love floating along a sea change. Be mindful of the words that are used to divide us. We are more than a box check statistic. We are more than a census. I am not black, and I am not white. I am awake.
It's time now for an artistic break.
All right, let's all take a moment to exhale. This is a poem that I was asked to write about the massacre at the church. And I was asked to write it the day after the massacre. It is a poem in two parts. Part one, racism. Let us no longer walk in your shoes. You are a traveler of darkness, a walker of shadows, cloaking yourself in a black cloth like the Grim Reaper, and arming your soul with the tools of a terrorist, a misguided soldier who's trying to start a war. My sisters, heaven was as close as your breath that night you came to Mother Emanuel to worship in the glow of God and speak the light that flows from love. How beautiful of him to hear your words and lift you into the arms of Christ. My brothers, you walked toward heaven with focus, even when your shoes were stained with the dirt of intolerance. A black cloth lay silent at Clementa's seat, resting under a single rose. It was taken from our city's soil where seeds of faith continue to grow. Charleston, I see heaven in your tears and feel the weight of sadness in your voice. I've seen strangers hold hands as the sun wraps us in unbearable heat. I've watched children of contradiction come together for the unity of the holy city. But South Carolina, 9 more members of your family are now in heaven, and you have to confront the reality of racism, the dusk of pain, the lightlessness of the dawn. and I would rather hang a black cloth on a flagpole than give the Confederate flag another glimpse of the sun. Part 2. At ground zero of death, the voice of God will sound like an alarm clock waking us up from a dream. You'll open your eyes and see yourself not as a woman or a man, but as a spirit who had been breathing in an illusion. On June 18th, the voice of God sounded like an alarm clock and woke us up from a nightmare. It was the day after a massacre when illusion became reality, when darkness was a dagger in our hearts. From this day forward, the voice of God sounds like an alarm clock, waking us up from a dream. Our eyes are now open to the restlessness of our souls as we confront the relentlessness of racism. I will not rest until we can sleep peacefully again. Thank you.
Our next performance is from the Paula Boggs Band, performing their newest song, Benediction. They will be accompanied by Mycle Wastman and the Mother Emanuel African Methodist Episcopal Church Choir.
Thank you. Thank you, Charleston. Need to bow my head, taller bell for Charleston, 9 black beauties dead. You may say it's hatred, some may call it sin. All I know by grace of God, the devil will not win. Mothers, hug your children, daddies, do it too. Say a prayer, clap your hands. Lord have mercy, save our land. You can't understand me till you wear my boots. In on and glory, day. From Boston to Beirut. Love will be our blanket. We won't need no shield. I will live to see it now, but I pray my babies will. Mothers, hug your children. Daddies, do it too. Say amen. Clap your hands. Lord have mercy, save our land. It's a dream, don't wake me. It's a dream, don't wake me. It's a dream, don't wake me. It's a dream, it's a dream, don't wake me up. Light a candle, need to bow my head. Toll a bell for Charleston, 9 black beauties dead. You may say it's hatred, grace of God, the devil will not win. The devil will not win. So mothers hug your children. Daddies do it too. Say a prayer, clap your hands. Lord have mercy, save our land. I wanna save our land. The air we breathe, save our land. Oh God, save our land. Our children, save our land. Why don't you save our
My choo-choo. Paula Boggs Band.
Thank you.
Alongside Mycle Wastman and the Mother Emanuel AME Choir. One more time. Show your love.